Hey everybody, I'm looking at my paperwork here and I was hoping to get some advice from some of you guys. I'm looking at Rhonda's paperwork that she submitted, and this is what I'm looking at. Right here we got, let's see, application and declaration for ex parte removal of child. Let me see here. Probable cause exists to believe the temporary custody is clearly necessary to protect the child from suffering abuse or neglect, and it is contrary to the child's welfare to remain in the home under ARS 8-821A, which I got to look that up. Specifically, baby boy Roberts was substance exposed to marijuana. Upon delivery, mother tested positive for marijuana. Baby boy Roberts' meconium has not come back, but child is having withdrawals by evidence by tremors per hospital staff and was observed by DCS as well. Now, one thing I want to point out is that they keep bringing up hospital staff, and we had no issues with the hospital staff. My baby was released in 4 days. He had no tremors, and hospital staff had nothing to do with what they're saying, but they keep trying to throw hospital staff in there. Just want to point that out. Father was observed as having tremors, shaking, and extremely loud voice that prompted hospital security to monitor the environment interaction with DCS. See, they say it again, hospital security. DCS brought the cops. It wasn't the hospital. The hospital was fine. I was not mad at nobody, and yes, I was very upset when they were stealing my child with this fake court order. Security to monitor the environment interaction with DCS. Father was asked to rule out drug test, and he refused, stating that he did not trust DCS for a report that he had several years ago that required DCS to take custody of his child. Now, this is wrong. Okay, is what I told them was 12 years ago, I was in Kansas, I was working for the railroad, and my son Joshua, his mom got him taken away. And I went to every court date over the phone. I had a 3-bedroom house. I had his own room set up, everything. And DCS frauded me on the last court date and severed my rights. And I told him that. They never took custody of my child because my boy that I raised, he's still here and he never was taken. I've never had a case on me. And they're trying to say I do, but because I mentioned that they frauded me 12 years ago and I still haven't seen my son. Okay. Mother is current, has open DCS case with daughter Sophia Robinson that is currently in DCS care due to a substantial finding on her and the father to that child. Now, this DCS case they're talking about, Sophia was not in her mom's custody. This is the case on the father. On the father. Okay? Now, they took her girls away. Okay, so, and now they're trying to point fingers at her. Now, I got pictures of what her and her girls, how they lived, and I got videos, and I can prove that what they're stating on the mother here is false, because there's hundreds and hundreds of videos, pictures of her and her girls before DCS came in and separated and broke them all up as a family and sent my wife into depression. Okay, now, anyway, okay. Mother is currently, mother currently states that she will be living with the father, but does not have all the essential things to take the child home, and the father is refusing to allow DCS to inspect the home. Now, that's wrong. Neither one of us ever said, and down here they're going to say that I said my home wasn't fit. And are you kidding me? We had all the stuff at the hospital. We were ready to take our baby home. We've been waiting to meet our baby for 9 months. And I work, I have my own company. I don't have a problem supporting my son. And they're trying to act like we said that, which is so wrong. We've been protesting this the whole entire way. So they say here that, and if you guys notice, my voice is loud. That's just how I am. So they state that I'm on drugs because my voice is loud. But when I get excited, that's just how I am. My dad's the same way. My brother's the same way. And so Miss Rhonda here can't make assumptions and presumptions and steal my child from the hospital at 4 days old. So anyway, let's see. This whole thing is full of lies. Okay, baby boy is currently in ICU for substantiating finding on her and the father to the child. For respiratory distress. Mother currently states that she will be living with. Sorry, you guys. I'm stressed out, man. I just want my baby back. Mother currently states that she will be living with the father on baby boy, but does not have all the essential things to take the child home. And father is refusing to allow DCS to inspect the home. Let me pause there again. I never refused them to come see my home. I asked them if they had a lawful order for me to have to work with them, because I wasn't trying to put myself in contract with them if they didn't have a lawful order. Now, what happened was when I said that, she left the hospital, came back with this removal order, and took my son. So she gave me maybe 10 minutes to decide if I'm just going to let her do anything she wants without no law. And all I asked her was to show me the lawful order that I have to work with her, and she's more than welcome to come to my house. Since then, we have invited CPS to the house over and over, and they have not come here. They have not once been here. They're frauding us. They're trying to steal my child is what they're doing. So where was I? And mother currently stays, okay, but father is very aggressive. I'm Papa Bear. Have you guys ever go out to the woods and try to grab a baby bear? Okay. Yes, I'm aggressive. These people have no right to steal my child. It's my fundamental right as a parent to raise my child, my baby that needs me. He needs me. He don't need nobody else. Nobody's going to love him like I do. So yes, I'm aggressive. That does not mean nothing. Father is very aggressive to DCS. And see, here they go again. And the hospital staff. I was never aggressive at all to the hospital staff. In fact, I was very polite to them, and they were very friendly to me. So they keep throwing hospital staff in, so it takes the blame off of these. So it looks like they're not making this shit up. But anyway, and hospital staff at Abrazo Arrowhead. The hospital is requiring that police or hospital security be present when the father is present, which is a lie. That is a lie. They brought the cops when they came to steal my kid because they knew I wasn't going to put up with it. The hospital never asked for no security or no cops. I was there for like, what were we there? 4 days. I was there 4 days, never had no issues. And DCS brought the cops. Okay. And yes, I do get excited. Yes, my voice does get loud. But I love my child. I love my son, and I miss him. And they came and stole him out of my arms while I cried. Okay, anyway. Mother has had several cases open with DCS. Now, there's another lie. She's had one case with DCS, and it's not her case. She's had one child in DCS custody. One child, one case. It's not her case. It was a case with the child's father when the child did not live with mother, which is a whole nother story. But it was also more fraud. And if it comes to that, I'll get into that, but not now. So anyway, right here is a lie. Mother has had several cases open with DCS, but was unable to locate her whereabouts that was reported with her. Her whereabouts that was reported with her using cocaine, meth, and RX drugs. Okay, that's another lie. Okay, they're blaming her for all these drugs because she stopped going to them classes. But they took her girl away and then let her girl get assaulted by the father. And she was trying to do all these classes. And she went into depression and she didn't finish the classes. So now they're trying to say all these drugs. I want to see proof. I want to see proof of what these drugs they're talking about. Mother is hostile as well with DCS due to her drug usage. Okay, mom and baby was both tested in the hospital, and the only drugs in their system was marijuana. So how is DCS saying that she is hostile due to her drug usage? It's due to the CPS coming to steal our child. Of course we're hostile. I would be worried about a parent that wasn't hostile. Oh yeah, take my baby. Not happening. Not with me. Not with my wife. Mother reported that she was previously enrolled substance abuse treatment program that is believed to be through Taros, but did not complete the full program, and mother did not give a reason why she stopped the program. She did. She said exactly why she stopped, because they cut her visitations off to Sophia. Okay, when they did that, because of what the dad did, and she had nothing to do with it, and they cut her visitations off completely with the dads.
After pre-warning them about it.
Yeah, after she pre-warned them that he was going to do this.
And they gave her that.
And then they canceled her visitation. That's when she quit doing these stupid classes. Before that, she was doing fine. So anyway, I'm getting to a very important thing here. Mother reported that she was, did not complete the full program, and mother did not give a reason why. It is believed that the mother is homeless because she couldn't provide a proper residence to DCS, which is another lie. She's been in the same house for 2 years. She's dealt with CPS with the same address, and she was going to move in with me after Grayson was born, but she still had that address until then. So for them to suddenly say that she wouldn't give the address is another lie, Rhonda. And Rhonda states right here, I, Rhonda Christephore, declare under penalty of perjury that this information contained within this application and declaration is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. Now, I just pointed out a bunch of stuff that is not true. Okay, several cases with DCS, that's a complete lie. Mother did not give a reason why she stopped the program. Complete lie. We got recordings of these meetings. We've been trying to record everything we talked to them. And mother clearly stated that she quit doing the program when they took her visitation away from her daughter. And she felt hopeless. Okay? So it is not believed mother is homeless. She's been in the same house for 2 years. She moved here when Grayson was born. But before that, she was in the same house. Lots of lies in here, Rhonda, and you will be facing perjury charges for these lies and kidnapping, racketeering. But anyway, here's what I want to say. So Rhonda, right here at 3:20, she was at the court, 3:20, right? And she puts in this application declaration for ex parte removal of the child. 3:20, right? So she's got a fast track. So she gets, oh wait. So here, what's this one? Application declaration. Oh, okay, I read the back page first. I am employed, baby boy Roberts. Mother of baby boy Roberts is Brittany Cameron, a.k.a. Roberts. The father of baby boy Roberts is Stephen Moose. The legal guardian of baby boy Roberts is none or unknown. I don't understand that either. I'm the father. Well, who's this? Nobody, me and my wife knew we were having my baby. We conceived my baby. And now my baby's born. We know who the father is. But anyway, that'll come out in the DNA test. So right here, here's what I'm getting at. I know I'm taking forever. Right here, 3:20, she puts in the application. And right here, 3:24, so he didn't even probably read it. I don't think he read it. Within 4 minutes, he approved it. Okay? Within 4 minutes. Down at the courthouse, it doesn't show no address or nothing like that. No court stamp. Nothing like that. I don't get it. But anyway, and this is all they gave me when they stole my child, was this paper right here. But yeah, so she puts it in. 4 minutes later, she gets a removal order, and then right here, this is the big part. So 3:24, within 6 minutes of the judge signing this, within 6 minutes, right there, 3:30, she says mother and father refused to take TCN, which I'm not sure what that is. But I didn't refuse anything. All I said was I wanted to see my lawful obligation to work with her because I was not trying to contract with her. That's all I said. And she gave me like 10 minutes to decide, and then she took my baby from the hospital. So, but anyway, 3:30. So you're telling me it takes 10 minutes. Look, 3:20, you applied for the removal. 3:24, you were approved, and you were already at the hospital, and I refused to sign at 3:30. Within 10 minutes, you drove all the way from the court. Within 10 minutes. It took 10 minutes to decide that that my baby's going to be removed from his parents at 4 days old. What a joke. What a nightmare. Okay. Now, another thing is, Arizona Department of Child Safety temporary custody notice. They only have 2 boxes checked. Okay? 2 boxes checked. The caregiver is unable to perform essential parental responsibilities due to substance abuse, use, mental illness, physical impairment, and cognitive limitations. This is a lie. We have none of these problems, and I own my own business. I raised my other son. He works with me at our family business. We have hundreds of reviews on our character, and this is a lie. So how did they remove my child when they have no proof of nothing on that first one? Now let's read the second one. See the second one. The caregiver is unable or unwilling to perform essential parental responsibilities, and there is no other appropriate caretaker immediately available. So they're trying to say that I'm unwilling to perform essential parental responsibilities, and there's no appropriate caretaker immediately available. So those are the 2 claims that they took my baby away from me from. Neither one of them claims are true. And neither one of these claims do they have any proof whatsoever. Nothing else is checked, and then it says court authorized. And yeah, this is a nightmare. This is bullshit. So it took 10 minutes. Look at this. It took 10 minutes to fraud this paperwork. None of it having a court stamp. All the other paperwork has court stamps. See? Watch this. Court stamp. No, that's mine. That's mine right there. I'll read that to you guys. There's another court stamp. See? All the other stuff has court stamps. And I'm not going to get into all these papers because they're lying all the way through this. And they have no proof, no reason to believe this. And they are just trying to make money by stealing my child. So it took them 10 minutes. Took them 10 minutes to put in the removal request, get the removal order, and then get to the hospital, all within 10 minutes. The judge, there's no way that judge could have even. There's no way that timeline is even possible. It's fraud. And Rhonda, you are going to answer to your fraud. Now, when the judge just now, we were in court, and the judge, he sided with CPS on everything. They threw out I put in a motion to dismiss the case, and I put in a statement of fact. Now, I don't know how to write these, but this is what I wrote. I put, to the Honorable Judge presiding, my name is Stephen Moose, the biological father of Grace and Zane Moose, and this is my statement of facts. Number 1, DCS used a fraudulent document to take my son. My son was taken from the hospital at 4 days old with a fraudulent court order by Rhonda Christephore. I have taken the court order to the Superior Court, the Juvenile Court, the Family Court to verify the document, and have been told by each court that there is no record of this removal order. None of these courts could find a judge by the name of Kenneth Skiff. This order claims my home is unfit, and it is a fact that DCS has never been to my house to make such claims. DCS has accused me of false allegations without any facts or evidence. The open case, number 2, the open case of my son's sibling was open against the father and not my wife. My wife's older daughter was removed while in the care of her father and did not reflect the actions of my wife. My wife was never accused of neglect or abuse. She is an excellent mother and loves her children with all of her heart. I have seen this with my own eyes. She raised her 2 girls to ages 4 and 2 before the fathers worked together to discredit her and take custody of the girls. It's when she tried to get child support and they didn't want to pay the child support, so they worked together to... they did this only after my wife filed for child support to avoid paying for the children. It was after they took her girls that she struggled with depression. Both fathers used custody of the girls to manipulate and abuse my wife. Both girls were very well taken care of while in my wife's custody. My son was not Number 3, my son was not withdrawing from drugs as DCS claims. While at the hospital, the doctors and nursing staff had only positive things to say about his development. Being born premature he was very calm and attentive. He never showed any signs of withdrawal from anything, and the toxicology reports show only THC in his system. This was from edible THC cookies she used to medicate safely as opposed to more harmful and addictive medications. There are allegations of urine sample during an OB visit of meth. This can only be explained as a false positive from the cold medication that she had taken prior to the visit. There was a cold going around at the time, and she used medication as directed. My son never had tremors, as DCS claims. This is an outright lie by Rhonda Christephore. My wife also has her medical marijuana card. The only harm that, Number 4, the only harm that has come to my child has been directly from the hands of Department of Child Safety. After only 4 days, the doctor okayed my son to come home. He was doing great. When a child is separated from his parents at this young, they suffer separation damage that will be with them for the rest of their life. Rhonda Christephore does not care about the safety of children or keeping families together. She used a fraudulent document to remove my child at 4 days old after promising me she would not take my son from the hospital until after the matter was resolved. Every minute my son is away from his parents at such a young age is harming him greatly. This harm is being caused due to the illegally using a counterfeit court order to take my son. Number 5, the Social Security Act of 1935 clearly states that DCS cannot take children over the objection of either parent. I've enclosed a portion of this act that clearly states nothing in this act shall be construed as authorizing any federal official, agent, or representative in carrying out any provisions of this act to take charge of any child over the objections of either of the parents of such child or the person standing in loco parentis to such child in violation of state law. I swear under penalty of perjury, according to Arizona state law, that these are the true facts. I am asking the court to give my child back immediately to prevent any further harm to my child. We have not committed any crimes, neglect, or abuse. And that I put that in to the court, and there's what they do when I put one in. There's a stamp. Nothing on Rhonda's. Rhonda don't seem to need a stamp. Right here, I put in my statement of facts, I got the Social Security Act right there, highlighted, where it says, nothing in this act shall be construed as authorizing any federal agent or representative in carrying out any provisions of this act to take charge of any child over the objection of either of the parents. I also put in this piece of the temporary custody notice, 330. Jesus. See, look at that. 10 minutes to get from the court all the way to the hospital and take custody of my son. Wow. And they act like they really... Yeah, and then the original order she gave me states right here, the only 2 things it states is substance abuse issues and unfit or unsafe environment for children. They have no way of knowing this. And my house is perfectly fine for my son. And this one here, she has her medical marijuana card. And they're throwing all this other stuff out there because she didn't finish that class. But it's bullshit. It's all a lie. Look, so my stuff has court stamps. Hers doesn't. Anyway, I'll make some more videos later. You guys have a good day. Take care. Pray for me, please. Pray for my boy. My boy, his butt was so red. There was skin missing off of his butt when we seen him last. I have pictures to prove it. And they pulled him out of the truck with one arm, yanked him out like he was a football or something. And I know they're not taking care of my son. They're abusing my son. And these vultures, man, they're trying to throw everything at us like we're these horrible people. And I can show you hundreds of reviews of very, very high people in this community that have given me 5-star reviews and praised my work ethic and my customer service and everything. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.